You ever seen someone get kicked in the face in AP chemistry? Not a metaphor, an actual boot, size 11. Swinging for a girl's ribs like this is some back alley brawl, not third period on a Wednesday. Thought cancer would teach you to stay down, Barbie. That's what Trent Blackwell said right before his boot landed. Right before the whole class froze at 24 kids. Mouths open, eyes wide. The only sound after was that slow, rippling gasp people make when something unforgivable just happened and they're all deciding if they should pretend it's nothing or pull out their phones and film. Yeah, that happened. So, Lily Carter 16, 5'7" of survival, wrapped up in a beanie and sarcasm on her knees, scattered homework everywhere, hand over her mouth, blood showing up bright between her fingers. But here's the thing, she doesn't cry, doesn't scream. She looks up at Trent, who's already grinning, Letterman jacket and all, Captain Stripes gleaming, king of the high school food chain, and for a second, everyone is watching him, not her. That's the power in places like Westfield High. You don't need to be right, just loud enough that nobody wants to call you wrong. Trent leans down, his breath all cheap cologne and cafeteria grease, smirking like he's auditioning for a bad teen drama. Oops, he says. Cancer Barbie can't dodge. Somebody Dylan, of course, his little shadow laughs and starts recording, while Chad, muscle at the door, makes sure nobody leaves to get help. Mr. Harris, the teacher, conveniently stepped out 2 minutes ago. I mean, Trent plans this stuff like it's a chess game, and the rest of us are just checkers. Lily, she gets up slow, wipes her mouth. Her legs are shaky, but she stands, pulls out her phone, glances at the clock 2:47 p.m. She whispers something, barely loud enough for anyone but the girl in the front row to catch. Hostile environment. Physical assault. Legal words. Strange ones for the girl everyone thought was helpless. Trent hears it, though. What did you say, freak? She doesn't answer, just presses record on her phone or dut. File name flashes, evidence_day_12 and backs up to the wall, scanning the room like she's calculating exits, counting allies and threats. Dylan zooms in, narrating to his followers about the crazy cancer girl. Chad's cracking jokes about chemo brain. Trent sits on the edge of his desk, crown firmly in place. My dad's the principal, Barbie. Go ahead, report me. Who do you think they'll believe? Lily slides down the wall and sits. Her backpack's next to her, faded patch from a martial arts gym, Rita Carter, instructor. The girl up front clocks that detail, brow furrowed. Since when do sick transfer kids have martial arts moms? The bell rings. Trent high-fives Dylan and the crowd empties out. Lily stays on the floor, just for 10 more seconds, then stands, tucks her phone away, and heads to the nurse's office, hands shaking in her pockets where nobody can see. The nurse, Calloway, is one of those people with kind eyes, dabs Lily's lip with iodine, says, Honey, you need to report this. Lily's answer is practiced, flat. I tried. Principal Blackwell says boys roughhouse. If I push harder, Trent's dad will expel me for starting drama. Grandma can't afford another move. Calloway looks at her, really looks, and realizes this isn't a scared kid. This is someone waiting. Whatever you're planning, be smart, she says. Lily gives a tight smile. My mom taught me how. In the hall, kids part around Lily like she's radioactive. That's the thing about places like this. It's not just Trent. It's the silence, the 30 people who watch and do nothing because doing nothing keeps you safe. 6 months ago, Lily had hair down to her shoulders, a scholarship lined up, training for regionals. Then her mom got diagnosed stage 4, the kind doctors whisper about in the hallway. They shaved their heads together, joked about starting a punk band called the Survivors. Only one of them survived. Mom's funeral was 4 months ago. Grandma packed up, moved Lily 2 states over. Fresh start, she called it. Westfield High had great ratings online. The ratings didn't mention Principal Blackwell, the shredder in his office, or his talent for pretending problems don't exist. You ever felt invisible, like the whole system was built to protect them? Not you? Yeah, you get it. Stick around, because Lily's about to show you what happens when you back someone into a corner and they run out of places to hide. So, Lily's at her locker, pulls out a physics book, and a note falls out. Sharp as scrawl. Cancer Barbie's final wish. Stay invisible. No signature. Doesn't need one. She snaps a photo, uploads it. Backup 12 of 12. Her evidence folder on the cloud. She closes the locker. Trent's already leaning on the wall, arms crossed, Dylan and Chad close behind. My dad says you're a liability. One more complaint and you're gone. So keep that mouth shut. Oh, wait, I already did that for you. He touches her swollen lip. Lily meets his eyes, voice even. Title IX protects students from gender-based harassment. Section 1983 allows civil suits against officials who ignore constitutional rights. Trent blinks. Did she just quote laws? Dylan laughs nervously. Cute, Trent says. My dad writes the rules here. Nobody's going to care what some transfer kid says. Lily shrugs. Documentation matters. Patterns matter. Ignoring 3 complaints? That's a federal offense. Chad's not so sure anymore. What Trent doesn't know is Lily's phone recorded every word, uploaded to a cloud, backed up, and sent to a district email address his dad's never seen. That night, Lily's home, scrolling through a group chat. Westfield Kings, 32 members, all in Trent's orbit. Dylan posts a deepfake photo. Lily's face on a body in a casket. Cancer Barbie's final wish granted. 17 laughing reacts. 4 shares. Lily screenshots it, checks the metadata, logs it all. She's not just surviving, she's building a case. Brick by brick. If you've ever wondered if you're crazy for documenting every slight, here's your answer. You're not. Sometimes it's the only thing that saves you. Next day, chemistry lab. Mr. Harris pairs Lily with Chad after Emma, her would-be partner, bails. Can't blame her, nobody wants to be radioactive. During the experiment, Chad accidentally dumps hydrochloric acid on Lily's notebook. 3 months of work on. Mr. Harris says sorry, offers an extension, but sorry doesn't undo sabotage. Lily photographs the notebook, Chad's grin, logs incident 7. Property destruction. Witness, Mr. Harris. Culprit, Chad. Connection, Trent. Lunchtime. Lily sits alone. Emma's 3 tables over, laughing with volleyball girls. Dylan coughs cancer as he passes. Lily adds today's events to an email draft. Subject line, pattern of harassment and institutional cover-up at Westfield High. 19 pages. Screenshots. Audio. She doesn't send idiot. Janitor Grayson stops by. Kid, you got good posture. Military family. My mom. She teach you anything else? Lily just nods. Enough. Grayson grins. World needs more people who stand their ground. He walks off, but he glances at Trent's table, jaw tight. After school, Lily heads for her grandma's old sedan. Trent, Dylan, and Chad block her path. Heard you've been recording. Hand it over. They rip her backpack open, find her phone, stomp it into pieces. Then they spot the backup in her jacket. Dylan grabs her wrist. She pivots, slips free, but Chad's there. Her jacket tears. A second phone skitters toward a storm drain. Chad stomps it, grins. Going to cry? Lily's breath is shaky for real. Her face flickers scared for the first time. But in her boot, the one place they didn't check is the real phone. A countdown timer on the screen, email draft queued to send. Every file, every photo, every log, about to go to the district Title IX coordinator and Sergeant Morris, SFPD. 7 minutes. She walks straight up to Trent in the parking lot, holds up the phone, timer ticking. Your dad ever tell you why he rejected my complaints? Or just say handle it. She brings up the missing $47,000 from a student fund. Trent goes pale. She flips the phone, shows the red record dot. 5 minutes left. You want to try again, in front of witnesses? Trent lunges. She steps aside, pivots. This time, people are filming. He grabs her, tries to shove her, winds up to punch. Lily catches his wrist, turns his momentum against him. He's off the ground, hits the asphalt hard. Crowd erupts. Phones everywhere. Janitor Grayson steps forward, says loud and clear, I saw everything. She backed away. He charged. She defended herself. I'm a witness. Principal Blackwell screeches up in his golf cart, yelling about police. Good. Call them. Ask for Sergeant Morris. He's investigating you for embezzlement. She swipes through photos, shredded complaints, reconstructed in Blackwell's handwriting. The crowd's buzzing. Trent tries to play victim. Emma calls out, We saw you attack her 3 times. Lily reads out the penal code. The timer hits Euro email sent. Cops arrive, statements are taken, evidence uploaded. Trent is arrested, faces assault and battery charges, his dad for embezzlement and obstruction. Chad and Dylan get suspended, then expelled. Lily's lab grade is restored. A formal apology follows. The news spreads Westfield High's dirty secrets out in the open. 6 months later, Principal Blackwell's in prison, $47,000 repaid, banned from education for life. Bullying reports drop 60%. Lily gets a full ride to Berkeley, starts a foundation for survivors' evidence first. Her mom's name is on a new student advocacy center back at Westfield. She teaches workshops now how to document, report, defend. People ask, what if nobody believes you? She says, make the evidence undeniable. They can ignore your voice, not your proof. When someone asks if she was scared, she laughs. I was terrified every day, but fear doesn't mean helpless. Sometimes it means you're about to do something that matters. And here's the kicker, the best revenge isn't a punch. It's making sure nobody ever has to take one again. So what would you have done? Would you have waited for the system or stood your ground? Drop your answer in the comments. Share your story, because every survivor who speaks up makes it harder for the next bully to keep their crown. That's how real justice works.